In this video, we're going to look at how to automatically send yourself a text message when you get an inquiry on your website. So I want to set this up for my website, nfps.ai, and I've got a contact us form here. And anytime this is filled in, I'd like to get a text message to notify me immediately that someone has put in an inquiry so I can get back to them in a timely manner. So what we're going to do is in Active Pieces, we're going to set up a very simple flow. We have something called a webhook, which is going to be capturing the information as soon as it's sent through. So when you click on your webhook module, you actually get a little URL that you need to plug into your form builder. And most form builders will have an option to send out this information that you receive through a webhook. I'm using WS Form in WordPress, and we have a little actions here, and we have a webhook feature. So what happens as soon as this form is submitted, it sends off this information to this webhook, and we're sending the first name, last name, email, phone, and the inquiry. So all of the fields in this form. Now, I don't want to get a text message with everything. Some people may send out a really long inquiry. So what I'm actually using is OpenAI's API to summarize the inquiry into just one short sentence. So you can see my prompt over here. It says, instructions, please summarize the email inquiry into a single sentence that can be sent as a text message. It must be concise and to the point, and we are feeding in the information from the webhook. So when you're using Active Pieces, it's important to test as you do it. So we've got this little test function here, and you can see I've tested it with an inquiry. It said, hi, I hope you can help. We're a dog shelter that is looking at how we can use AI more for content creation. We struggle to find the time to update our social media, but no, it's very important. Is this something AI can help us with? Maybe even automate for us, thanks. So I don't want a text message with this whole thing. I just want a brief summary to know what I'm replying to. So we're feeding this information into OpenAI. So with the OpenAI module, we can choose what ChatGPT model we'd like to use. I'm actually using the new ChatGPT 4 Turbo in the preview mode. And we're feeding in the inquiry from the webhook, but not anyone's personal information. We're simply putting through the actual inquiry. So when you click into this field here, you've got the option to bring in any data from previous modules. So we're going to go to the body, and you can see we're just pulling through that actual inquiry. So from there, we did a little test, and this is the output. Dog shelter seeking AI assistance for automated social media content creation. Perfect. Straight to the point. We then have the send SMS module, where we are sending this message using contiguity. As I said this in previous videos, is one of my favorite modules. You get, I think it's 1,000. I think in some previous videos I said 5,000 free text messages a month, but I think it's 1,000. Anyway, we've got an nfps.ai inquiry from the person's name, and then simply the message from ChatGPT afterwards. So now you can see in this module, we're able to bring in the output from both of the previous ones. So we're using the first name and last name to explain who the inquiry is from. And then we're using the ChatGPT module to bring in that summary, because we don't want to just send this whole long message. And again, we've tested this. We got a code 200, so that worked perfectly. So let's give it a test run. So we've got our inquiry here, Martin Garrett sending off a inquiry about using AI. Is this maybe needs a workshop? Is this something we can help with? So we're going to click submit, and the inquiry has gone through. Now we're going to come back into Active Pieces, and on the left hand side here we have a menu item called runs. So we can click on that, and we can see that this nfps.ai inquiry webhook has fired. So we can actually now see the information that has come through on the left hand side here. So we've got Martin Garrett, Martin at Gmail, all of that information is there. The output from OpenAI is nonprofit seeking AI workshop assistance for prompting. Can you help? I think that's pretty good. And then the text message was sent, and I'll check my phone and got the message perfectly. So I think this is a great way to stay on top of inquiries. I'm going to look at how I can actually expand on this and get AI to start giving me some personalized ideas about the way that I can actually respond or things that I could do to support these inquiries. So please continue following and hopefully enjoying this automation challenge. And let me know how you're going. I'd love to know if you're experimenting with automations, where you're finding it challenging or where you found success. And as always, if you got any questions, please do let me know. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.